If it was F1, there'd be a graphic on screen saying like, striking distance in 2 laps. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Welcome to the fabulous Summit Point Raceway, where we're going to be going back to basics and doing a Global Mazda race on iRacing. Now, if you're ever getting sick and tired of sim racing, you're sick and tired of GT3s, Porsche Cup, prototypes, jump back in the Mazda. There's always something happening or a good race somewhere. The slower the car, the better the racing. So qualifying actually went pretty well for this one. We qualified in pole position with a 1 minute 21.176, 4 tenths quicker than Bram in P2, but I know from practice that is quicker than that. And this race taught me a valuable lesson. Never count your chickens until they've hatched. But before we get into the race, I want to say thank you to the video sponsor. Again, it's SimLab. If you're after some sim racing gear, honestly, look no further than SimLab. They've been around forever and one of the biggest players in the sim racing market. And a lot of the gear that I use here on my rig is from SimLab. So I couldn't recommend them highly enough, especially the SimLab XP1 pedals, which I'm currently using now. And I think they're the best bang for buck pedals on the market. So again, thank you to SimLab for sponsoring this video. Please check out the links down below in the description. So 10 laps around Summit Point, starting in pole position. Can we hold on to it? Well, let's get on track and find out.
Hey, this is my first race with Dave Cameron, and I hope we're on YouTube. That'd be cool.
Hello, Jim. Sorry, I don't have a mic on here.
10 laps. The track temp is 47. The air temp is
no jump start, Dave.
Celsius. Okay, mate, get ready. Go.
Here we go.
It.
Here we go then. Hopefully we don't get sent into the shadow realm from Bram. So far so good. So we out-qualified Bram by 0.4 of a second, but that doesn't really mean that much at Summit Point. The draft is quite strong and there's a good possibility of putting a tyre on the sand, which ruins your lap time. So it's all about being consistent, not overdriving the car, not getting too sideways. Only going as fast as we need to go. Nice gap back, 0.7. Lap 1 done. So far so good. He closed it up on the brakes there. We might need to brake a little bit later for turn 1. Only if we need to though. Oh, that was bad. This section's all about being smooth. You get your line wrong on the first part of that little complex and it ruins you for the rest. Gap's about the same, 0.7. But Jared's close to Bram, so hopefully those guys will have a bit of a scrap.
You're leading.
Which they are doing.
Has just done it on 21.57.
Good for us. Go on, lads. Go on, lads. Jared just got the fastest lap of the race as well at 21.2. Blimey. Bit of draft though as well. That'll have helped him out a little bit, but still pretty darn quick. Right, they're out my draft now. Super easy to make a mistake here though. So just because we're in the lead and we've got them out of draft doesn't really mean much. It's so easy just to push a little bit too hard. If we could get the fastest lap of the race, the perfect race could be on here. Get off there. Is this going to be the fastest lap? They've all got draft though, so there's chance that it wouldn't stand. So 298, 269. So we've got the fastest lap at the minute. So the perfect race, if you didn't know, I think I've done one once before. It's qualifying pole, lead every lap, win the race,
The gap to Hagen's behind is now
no incident
2.0.
points, and get the fastest lap of the race. So we can be in control of most of what we're doing, but we can't control the fastest lap of the race, especially when people have got decent draft which they have behind. But the tyres will be starting to drop off a little bit now, so we've got a good banker in anyway for the fastest lap at 21.26. Jared's dropped off now. Just need to control the gap now, 1.7 seconds. And not get any off tracks. Going on to lap 5.
New fastest lap for Hagen's,
Oh.
21.14.
You've just ruined my day, Bram. Oh, Nicky's got the fastest lap now. 21.10. He's actually closed up a bit. We're going to have to get our finger out of here. Stop worrying about the perfect race and just try and win the race. He's catching me up. Never count your chickens before they've hatched, folks.
Halfway home, we're okay on fuel. Your last lap time was at 121.31.
I don't care about the perfect race now. I just want to win it. Wins are few and far between. I tell you what though, the rear tyres are like saying, Dave, be careful. He's quick through there. He closed up quite a bit then. .3, he's almost in draft. He's flying. He's flying.
That lap time was 121.36. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Could we go quicker somewhere? Are we really slow somewhere? How is he closing up so quickly?
Hagens, it's getting closer. The gap's now 1.3 seconds.
I know, Jim. I know, Jim. He's took a bit more time out of us there. Oh no. Three more laps after this one. Gap's now 1 second. If it was F1, there'd be a graphic on screen saying like striking distance in 2 laps, which I think it will be. Probably last lap, I think. If it does get close enough, this is going to be the widest Mazda ever created. We just don't want to push too hard though and put a wheel on the sand, because if we do, then we're in big trouble. How's Jim doing? P8, up 2 positions. Right, 2 more laps. Come on, Dave, focus.
2 to go. Come on, you're the man. That was 121.49.
He takes a really wide line through there, carries probably a bit more corner speed, which will pay dividends down here. 2 totally different lines. .8, he's flying. We're doing just enough right now. Like, I'm not having to push mega hard at this pace. Right, 1 more lap. .7. It's as you were at the beginning, isn't it? Cracking drive from Bram though.
1 more lap to go. Stay focused.
He's definitely quicker than I am. As long as we don't mess up now, we should be alright. One more turn. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. Just track position is everything. We didn't get tangled up in that nonsense at the beginning, which enabled us to get that little buffer that we needed. We needed that. Happy days though. Slowly drive around, get as much safety rating as I possibly can. There we go, right, let's get off track now. Where's this guy gonna go? That'll do. Happy days. Okie dokie, let's have a look at the carnage. And what you're going to see here is probably the cleanest Global Mazda race at Summit Point you're ever going to see. Oh, bit of net code. On the old grass model, he would have been into the shadow realm at Summit Point. He would have disappeared back to the pits. But with the new grass, all is good. Oh, touchy, that's okay. And that is it. Can you believe it? And that is it. Right, let's have a look at the results. There were 7 splits for this one. This was the top split. The strength of field was 2,514. So we gained 0.08 safety rating and we gained 32 iRacing. So we got the win. Bram P2 and Oliver P3. We started P1, led every lap, 0 incident points. However, we didn't get the fastest lap of the race. That went to Nicky, who finished P4. So who was the biggest winner? It's going to be Oliver, who finished P3. He gained 60. And the biggest loser is going to be Daiki Endo, who finished P11. He lost 67. So there we go. P1, safety rating gain, iRacing gain, pole position, led every lap, won the race, 0 incident points. But alas, we didn't get the fastest lap of the race. But you know what? I don't care. I'm just grateful there wasn't another 1 or 2 laps. Otherwise, Bram would have had a real sniff at the win. But like I mentioned at the beginning, if you're getting tired of sim racing, jump back in the Mazda MX-5. The racing's always pretty close if you don't get caught up in the carnage. And although it's a rookie car, it really isn't easy to drive fast. Overall, P1, really happy. So if you did like the video, please remember, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you later. Cheers.